Hi everyone, it's Jacinta from Eggcellent Chooks here. I'm in the chook pen at the moment feeding our chickens and just showing you what I've been feeding the chickens lately, and that's porridge in the cold winter with a bit of rice, some sardines, things that have left over from the night before, and just building up their immune system in this cold weather. So in Victoria, Gordon, Victoria, Australia I'm at, so it's winter time here, and at the moment it's probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 degrees if that today, so Fahrenheit would be double that, so 20 for you. So it could drop down fairly cool, and it will get colder as the months progress. We'll get snow in Gordon, so just show you our little friends here what they're eating. You can't see much now, they've eaten most of it. They really love their mash, their mix, and I'm sure that a lot of you know all of that, but good to build up their immune systems, and protein is high for sardines and fish in their diet for winter. They've just finished molting, so they're still looking a little bit ratty, but they've come back a bit now and their condition's coming good. This is helping getting them through, and I'm sure it will for coming into spring in a few more months' time. We've got a few young roos there. There's one there at least. So here's the mash here. I'll just show you. This girl's going to have a go, I guess. Hey, look, there you go. You want to have a look? Alright. As you can see, they love it. It's just a like a kitten food or a cat food mixed with porridge, rice, like I said. I often give them vegetable scraps and things like that as well, but this is just a bit of an immune booster, so we'll give you one more scoop. I'll show you my the other chickens as well, the different breeds. I have 5 different breeds of Sussex. I've chosen only to have Sussex just because I love them so much. I just love the big birds, and I love their nature and their breeding capacity, nice and strong. And yeah, so that's been my passion for the last 2 years. This area in Gordon is quite high up. We're 700 metres above sea level, so we do get snow. It will be probably next month, and yeah, the chickens just need that extra boost in their immune system so they don't get sick. It can get very wet and sloppy and muddy, and you can kind of see, there's my artwork in the back, but these are our buff Sussex beauties. Say hello. Yeah. There we go. So feeding time for them will come up. I've got my licorice all sorts at the back just for extra eggs at home. You might be able to see at the very back we've got feeding tubes there, just your poly pipe with a bottom on it there, and hubby set up water tubing at the side there. So I'll come closer if I can, around the corner. You'll get to see, if I can get through the garden quick enough. We have a hose that leads to a water tank, so it's just natural water running through. No fluoride, nothing added to it. And this pipe line goes straight down. You can see it's sort of a, I don't know, S-bend going across. And down at the bottom we have nipples at the bottom, so you can see that they would drink off these little red nipples at the bottom of the watering area. and they peck at those. Wormwood growing on the side of the chicken pen, which is always great for their immune system. Get out of the garden. So the wormwood is good for worms, that's why it's there. It does flush out the system and keep their intestines clean and healthy, and it's just an old-fashioned plant that grandma's always had in a garden. You can see it down here too. It's a silver type plant. It smells quite strong when you pick it. You'll know exactly what it is when you've picked it once. You'll smell it. It's like to me it reminds me of calamine lotion. I don't know if anyone else thinks the same, but it's along the fence line here, and as you can see, I'll just show you on the inside there, they've picked it to pieces and they just keep cleaning it up. They love it. They've been brought up on it, so once you got it in the area, they get used to it quite quickly, and so it's sort of a self feeder and a wormer for everyone to enjoy. And I just pick it up as I'm going along and just like, you know, grab, throw it over the top and keep on walking, and they all have a go at it. So it helps with the immune system and the worms as well, so that's really good. Lots of weeds help. Dandelions, I've been picking all kinds of different little weeds on the ground. They love the grass, leftovers that are there. I'll show you the coronation. We've got welcome to Cluckingham Palace. Just a bit of a pun on the words with the Sussex English side of things. Here's our boys and girls. You want to say hello? Here we are. Hello. And there's Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's a lovely looking boy. They'll enjoy a good feed this morning. I'll show you the other pens that we've just created not long ago. Excuse my hand bumping around at the moment. It's never easy when you're trying to film. Oh, hello. We've got turkeys here. Just 2 left. I had a whole lot, but last year wasn't kind, and I don't know what they got, but they got something and it knocked a lot of them out. So we've just got the 2 here. Lovely blue slate girl, which I call my lilacs, and a white one there. Hey, hello. You hungry? Oh, Benny. That's Benson, our little doggy. Hello. And these are our lavenders. They're only young, so they'll be better off in a few more months' time. They'll start to breed, but it'll be the first season for them. So lovely in that bluey grey feather plumage. And we've got a silver Sussex at the back there, the black one. Lovely little hen there. So I'm going to breed and see if the roos cross over and what they look like for that. It's a little bit of an experiment. And over this side is our speckled Sussex. These are beautiful looking birds. And I've just got a little pullet there that I've just put in that pen because they're only young in that pen. So she's just hanging out there until she's big enough to move over, aren't you? And as you can see, the lavender's here. Now that's been pecked right back. Lavender's very good for the system as well. So there's lots of herbs that you can use for your chickens and put them along your fence line of your chicken coop. You know, like here, I've got some lovely thyme there. We've got sage. What else have we got? The garlic in the water always is good. I use the garlic all the time in each one of our water areas. You can see the wormwood here, and rosemary's good, lemon balm, parsley, basil and sage. They've eaten along the side of the fence line here. This was all full, so I'll rotate that around. They can eat some more. But yeah, so the herbs are really good. If you can get some, get your hands on them. I'm potting as much as I can, and you can just inbox me if you're interested in that. If you're local to the Victorian area of Australia, come and see me if you want to. But there's lots of nurseries and lots of places you can just buy them, and they put them down as seedlings or plant them yourself. Great for the system. It's also good for us too. And we always think about ourselves having herbs, but it never dawned on me that how much benefit it can be had in giving your chickens herbs as well, and having that strength, and not having to buy all those pesticides and bottled products that we're not sure what we're putting in our chickens' bodies, and you're always worried about the quantities of how much per milliliter of this, and add the all the translations over. I'm always sort of thinking, I dosed them too much, or can I use the eggs now, and all of that. So I'm more about the herbs. If I can go that way, I definitely will. I can see in here lots of grasses that I can give, weeds that can be used. They can actually be used in salads as well. Chickweed in the ground. You can see lots of chickweed. All of this old tomatoes can go now to the chickens. I'm going to pull that out. Put some winter veg down. We're actually going to put the two turkey girls, the hens, in here and let them forage and clean all this up for us. So that'll be the next project to do. I'll make a little place for them, and they can roost up there and up the top, and just put a cover on the top of that so that they can have some protection. And it's fox proof. We've got a big golden retriever as well, so she does the boundaries and makes sure that all the foxes and such are all kept away at night time. We hear her woofing at night, so that's really good. But yeah, this is my passion. I love animals, and chickens are number one at the moment. I've had them for quite a few years now, and it's become a real passion. There's so many things to learn, and it's quite addictive, as you know. You start with one and you think, oh, look at that one, and look at that one, and I can breed this, and what do I do? And yeah, so there's so many different things you can do and learn as you go. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I will continue. I think it's great for other people to get to know people in the local area, and even overseas. I've learnt so much, like I said, from America and other countries on YouTube, and it's so interesting to see what everyone else is doing and just share the knowledge around. So if I can help in any way, I'd love to do that. So stay tuned. If you like this, please put a thumbs up and subscribe. Follow me at Eggcellent Chooks as well on the Facebook page. Okay, thank you. I'll be in touch. Bye.